Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Nikki. If you're watching, thank you so much. I'd really appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes. Let me know your social media and I can follow you and we can share like bullet journaling tips. So this is my June plan with me. I really did not know what theme to go for. I was really struggling and I thought I was almost not going to set my bullet journal up for June just because I really couldn't think of what to do and I wasn't feeling very motivated to do it. But in the end I decided to go for this, I don't really know what to call it, like a cottage core woodland animal fairy wings kind of situation. And I do really like how it turned out. So I just started off on my cover page drawing these toadstools, and then I have a little toad, or I guess a frog. I'm not sure what he is. Does he look more like a toad than a frog? I don't really know. So I've got this little guy sat on top of the toadstools. I'm just using a lot of brush pens, mostly Faber, Castell and Tombow. And I will try and link stuff in the description box if anyone so happens to be interested in what equipment I actually used. And then for the fairy wings, I have this metallic watercolour set. It is very budget. It's not amazing, but there is like a slight glisten to it. It did come out all right, but I've definitely seen like better ones on the market, but for what I wanted to do, this worked. So I went in with like this, it was meant to be like a rose gold kind of metallic colour, and I think it just kind of went well with the little guy on his little toadstool. So yeah, I'm just painting those in now, and just adding in some extra little bits of paint just to try and make it more sparkly. Then I used my Tombow-Fudenosuke-Brush-Pen to write in the June title, and then I'm also doing a memories page on the left hand page just because I didn't really know what else to put there and I didn't want it blank basically. And just to add in a bit of decoration, I ripped up an old book and I have some craft paper as well. I've just put that down in the bottom left corner. Little border for fun and obviously lots of sparkles. Moving on to my calendar spread, I decided to do a little bunny flying through a flower field. So I did most of the line work before I started filming because, like I say, I didn't know what theme I was going for and I wasn't sure if I was even going to upload the video. So I just, used my Pigma Micron to do all the line work before I even started filming. So I am just colouring in the flowers in this, it's called a beige red colour, but I think it looks quite like a cute springy flowery kind of colour. Adding in some extra line work just to make the flower pop a bit more. And then I moved on to the bunny. I'm not 100% happy with how it came out, but I don't mind. I kind of used a warm grey and a really light beige Tombow, just for the colours. I don't really know what colour rabbits are, and this is how it came out and I'm happy with that. And again, I am going to be giving her wings with the metallic watercolour. For this one I've gone for a more pink metallic colour for the wings. I prefer my little toad's wings to these ones, but I wanted to change it up for each spread, so I don't mind how these came out. I think she still looks cute. And then I just moved on to drawing out my actual calendar, which is very straightforward. I've got a little notes box on the right above the artwork, and then I've just done this simple kind of line calendar. And to finish it all off, I've done some more sparkles because they always make everything look better, and I've just stuck a bit more craft paper and a bit more of a book page in the bottom left hand corner. I feel like this does help with like kind of the cottagecore sort of feel to the whole thing. Moving on to my habits and trackers spread, I'm doing a deer on this page just to keep in with the woodland kind of animals theme, and I thought a deer with wings would look really cute, but I'm not quite sure how much like a deer she looks. I don't know, I'm happy with how it came out in the end, but my drawing skills sometimes leave a lot to be desired, although I'm getting better and I keep practicing. And then I've just put her on a kind of mossy grass floor just because I feel like it adds to the cottagecore kind of vibe, and it needed to fill the page a little bit more, I thought. Then her wings are a purple metallic watercolour. It's a shame because the camera's not really picking up like the glisten in it. Like, it's not the best metallic watercolour, I've definitely seen better, but it does have a shimmer to it, but the camera's not really picking it up, sadly. So yeah, just doing her little wings. I do quite like how this one came out. I mean, the toad is my favourite, but I think this one came out quite nicely as well. Then I've just got my mood tracker to the left of her, which I'm doing in a like graph style. Obviously we need sparkles. And I've just got space for 6 habits. That's more than enough for me because I likely will not track all of them the whole month. And then just trackers for my social media, and again in the bottom left hand corner I'm just sticking in some craft paper and a book page just to fill the spread. So the final spread that I'm setting up in this setup is my weeklies. I'm doing these Dutch door style. I pretty much always do them like this because I just find it so much easier to set them up all at once. I am not one of those people that can be setting it up week by week. I will forget, I'll not have time to do it properly, and then I'll just not use my journal. So I am just setting up my tabs, and I'm cutting out like a bottom flap because you'll be able to see the whole bottom section no matter which week you're on. So moving on, I'm just doing a little bit of artwork at the bottom just to make it look a bit nicer. I'm just going in with the same style toadstools that I did on the front page with the toad, and you're getting to see the line work this time because I just didn't do it beforehand. So again, just using my brush pens to colour this in. I'm doing Faber Castell in India Red here, and then a light beige Tombow. I can't remember the number, I'll link it down below if anyone's interested. Tombow for the grass as well. I actually love this colour for the green because I just think it does look very cottagecore. And then for the sparkly bit, I'm doing a little golden moon just to kind of tie all my spreads together. I've used quite a lot of cold sparkles throughout, so I thought this would be a good way to keep it cohesive. I'm going to do a mini calendar as well next to that, so I'll be able to see the mini calendar no matter which week I'm on, which is great if you need a quick glance. And then I'm just setting up my weeks up the top, so I always include the 2 weekend days in one just because I feel like I don't need like as much space for each weekend day. So I've just got 6 sections, and then in the bottom right hand corner this time I'm putting in book pages craft paper, and there'll be a small section for notes, which are highly unlikely that I'll use, but it's there if I need it. And then to finish off, I'm just trimming all that down, adding in my little notes section and some highlighting. And yeah, then I will just be writing in the days of the week and the dates and colouring in my tabs. I've just used all the same colours that I have used throughout just to keep it all cohesive and tied together. And I love how it's turned out so far. And then to finish off, I did just write the dates that each tab relates to in my gold gel pen, and I'm really happy with how it came out in the end. So into the final flip through now of all my spreads. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I'd really appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.